All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'chakodash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is Vocab Is Losing It. You know, just got a call from the elder Pastor probably about 20 minutes ago or so, and he was telling me that on Abu Kamar's page, as you see here, which I linked in the description box in case any brothers want to go there, have some fun. I'm not sure what camp this is, but this is in England. And Vocab rolled up on these brothers out there in England, and they're telling them, they ain't, because it's a waste of time debating with these so-called Christians because they're going to come with the same shit. And he said if you disrupt, their assembly, their religious assembly, that they're going to call the cops. Now, I want you to hear what the apostle, I want you to hear what this devil Vocab said, so I just want to play. I'm going to play it off my phone because I can't find the spot on here exactly where it was said. But, they told him that they were going to call the cops on him pretty much because he's disrupting their religious, union or gathering. So just listen up. And then it's just a precept that came to mind. I want to touch on that. And then, it'll probably be something short, So listen up.
So at the end of the day, it's done. We don't need to talk anymore. We're at the stage now under orders to call the police on you. That's what we're doing. Because you've disrupted our setup.
So you're calling who you think police are to come stop you?
Yeah, why not? Why not? They're doing a job. We pay our taxes. Why not? Why not?
Call the Roman guards to protect him from the Pharisees?
You think the Apostle Paul will call the Roman guards to protect him from the Pharisees? That's what he said. That's what Vocab said. But here it is. This is this intellectual, Bible thumping theological guru with all these certificates. And he said, do you think the Apostle Paul would call the Roman centurions to protect them? Or something along those lines, right? Well, let's see what the scriptures say. Acts 23:16. And when Paul's sister's son heard of their lying in wait, this was the vagabond Jews that were lying in wait. They made a vow that they were going to kill the Apostle Paul, and then they would not eat until the Apostle Paul was put to death. So the Apostle Paul's nephew heard this, told his sister, and then he went to the Apostle Paul and told the Apostle Paul what was going on. It says he went and entered into the castle and told Paul. So he let Paul know about the intricate plot, right? Then Paul called one of the centurions unto him. The what? He called the who? Hold up. It said he called one of the centurions unto him and said, bring this young man unto the chief captain, for he had a certain thing to tell him, right? So what did the Apostle Paul do? He went and told the centurion to bring this matter before the captain. All right. Now check this out. The chief captain. I'm gonna let you hear this again.
Police are to come stop you.
Yeah, why not? Why not? They're doing a job. We pay our taxes. Why not? Why not?
Call the Roman guards to protect him from the Pharisees?
You think the Apostle Paul would call the Roman guards to protect them from the Pharisees? Well, what did we read here? It says, Acts 23:17, then Paul called one of the centurions unto him and said, bring this young man unto the chief captain, for he had a certain thing to tell him. So he took him and brought him to the chief captain and said, Paul the prisoner called me unto him and prayed me to bring this young man unto thee, who has something to say unto thee. Then the chief captain took him by the hand and went with him aside privately and asked him, what is that thou hast to tell me? And he said, the Jews have agreed to desire thee that thou wouldest bring down Paul tomorrow into the council as though they would inquire somewhat of him more perfectly. But do not thou yield unto them, for there lie in wait for him of them more than 40 men, which have bound themselves with an oath that they will neither eat nor drink till they have killed him, and now are they ready, looking for a promise from thee. So what did he do? He called the centurion or the Roman guards to protect him from the Pharisees or these Jews, these particular Jews. So the chief captain then let the young man depart and charged him, see thou tell no man that thou hast showed these things to me. And he called unto him 2 centurions, saying, make ready 200 soldiers to go to Caesarea, and horsemen 70, and spearmen 200 at the 3rd hour of the night, and provide them beasts that they may set Paul on and bring him safe unto Felix the governor. So do you think the apostle Paul will call the Roman guards to protect them from the Pharisees? Yes, the apostle Paul, he used his Roman citizenship whenever, it would get him out of certain situations. 1 Corinthians 7:31, right? It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So there was instances where the apostle Paul uses Roman citizenship, yes, for protection. All right. He, so that they can, transport him safely to Felix, because he had appealed unto Caesar when all of these charges were being brought unto him. All right. Okay. So vocab is losing it. I'm gonna let you hear that one more time, and then we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, why not? Why not? They're doing a job. We pay our taxes. Why not? Why not?
Call the Roman guards to protect him from the Pharisees. You think the apostle Paul would have sent Timothy
Romans 1:29 again.
to the Jewish temple
Be
guard?
filled with righteousness, all righteousness.
That proves that vocab don't know the scriptures. Here that you would think that something like that he would know. How that the apostle Paul was, and then what happened with the when Paul was to be led into the castle, there were more Roman guards or more Roman, captains or centurions or whatever the case may be. So this guy, as much money as he paid, he should sue that college that he went to and get his money back. So with that, I pray that you brothers and sisters have been edified. To the next time I say shalom.